Hello guys, welcome back. I'm here again with the Battle for Wesnoth, a true classic in the Linux gaming space, and one of the really iconic, truly free games as well. I think this is something that every poor kid whose parents wouldn't get them some cool game in 15 years ago or something. This was one of the games that would always pop up that people would go to. This one, I guess, this is like the Roblox, I guess, for nerdy strategy gamers. If that makes sense. It really does feel like it. But as far as my experience goes, this is a very unique sort of turn-based strategy game. Over its very long development, Wesnoth has evolved into something far more than just its basic game experience would suggest. Like a lot of open source games, it's become more of a community platform for people to create their own things, and there's a huge amount of community content available for this game. Everything from RPG-like campaigns, historical battles, nations, deeper magic, some kind of co-op scenarios, and all kinds of things you can imagine. Lots more besides that. Just to give a very quick overview of this game, as it is a truly deep once you really get into it, and I really will not cover everything in this video because it's such a in-depth game. I really would love to make some more follow-ups if anybody likes this kind of stuff as well. At its most basic level, Wesnoth is a turn-based tactical war game where you recruit and lead a fairly small group of units in these skirmish matches or in more complicated multi-part campaigns made up of different sets of skirmishes. It has a pretty robust online scene, as I mentioned before. There's a ton of depth to it, more, again, than I can ever cover in just one video, even considering just the base game alone, not including all the additional community add-on stuff. Now, in the base game, there are 7 factions you can choose from, those being the Loyalists, who are a fairly heavily armored force and fairly well balanced. I think they can do everything pretty well, and they resemble kind of early modern pre-gunpowder European armies with horsemen, pikemen, archers, things like that. You have a rebel faction mostly made up of elves and some magical creatures, kind of like Ents. They call them wozes. They're like walking tree men, and mages as well. And they're a very versatile faction as well. They're pretty interesting and pretty easy to play, I think. Next one are the Northerners, a faction mostly consisting of orcs and goblins. They're like a very aggressive faction. You really want to be attacking because they don't really have much in the way of defense. The Undead, a faction of necromancers and undead servants. They're kind of like a glass cannon faction where you have a lot of chaff to defend your very powerful mages. The Nalgans, who consist of both dwarves and human outlaws. You have the Drakes, a faction of dragon people, dragonkin, and lizardmen. And lastly, you have the newest faction, the Dune folk, Saracen or Arabian-themed faction, which focuses on quick dawn and dusk raids, as well as making heavy use of very specific terrain types for their different units. One thing I should mention, which is very important for this game, is the alignment system and how it relates to the game's turn cycle. Now, Wesnoth has 4 alignments a unit can have, those being lawful, neutral, chaotic, and liminal. And these give buffs or malices depending on the day-night cycle of the game. As the game goes on, turn by turn, each match will go through a 6-turn day cycle. The first turn will be dawn, followed by 2 turns of daylight, a morning, afternoon, then a dusk turn, and then finally 2 turns of night, first and second watch of night. During daylight turns, so daylight only, not dawn, lawful units get a 25% bonus to their stats. Meanwhile, chaotic units get a 25% debuff. So this is a big boost for any lawful faction, for example, like the Loyalists. This is reversed at night, with chaos being stronger and law being weaker. So again, for factions like the Undead, they might benefit at night. During dawn and dusk, everyone is equal. Everyone's basically normal. For neutral aligned units, such as elves, they never get any buffs, but they never get debuffs either. So they're always equally effective at all times a day. And a much harder to understand kind of alignment is liminal. And liminal, there aren't very many liminal units in the game. I think most of them are Dune folk. And they get debuffs both day and night. So they can't really fight that well during the day or the night, but they're neutral at dawn and dusk. And that sounds kind of bad, right? Because basically everybody's neutral at dawn and dusk. But usually liminal units have a bit higher base stats, so it's useful for them to kind of play defensively, and for Dune folk specifically, take advantage of the terrain to play a little bit defensively during the day and night, and make some quick raids during the dawn and dusk turn before pulling back again. The alignment system forces you to pay close attention to the turn cycle and plan your moves accordingly. For example, making a big push as undead when the night begins, and then consolidating at dawn. Now, there's a lot more to consider about this game as well, but it would take me ages to get through it all. So let's just start into the game. I'll play through a short campaign and then maybe a few skirmish matches to show off some features of the game, but let's get going right here. Alright, so let's get started here. I'm just going to play one of the shorter campaigns here just to kind of go over a little bit how the gameplay actually works. And this is one of the more basic campaigns I'm playing here. Two brothers. It's a good way to show off the loyalist faction because they kind of go through it quite quickly. I'm not really going to go through the story. The story is very simple. This town, whatever, is getting attacked and you have to defend it. So we're getting attacked by some kind of evil mage up here. We need to take him out before the time limit's up. You see I have 18 turns to do this, and I can recruit during my time as well, but I also have a fairly big force, mostly of a few horsemen, a couple spears, and looks like one archer and one footpad, and then my commander as well. So first of all, what we want to do, it looks like we already control a large area of this map. We do want to get some of these little villages out here, all these little houses and tents and things. These give you extra income during the game, so I'm going to send out my horsemen to go capture some of these little villages around the map, wherever they can. I'm going to try to keep them together so they can support each other, and I'll leave my commander here for now. I don't have anything to do much for the moment, so I'm going to do some recruiting. And I think I'm going to spend some time to recruit a few... Let's get a few spearmen. Spearmen are generally pretty good units. Spearmen and bowmen. I think I'll get a bowman. That'll be pretty good. And I think that's it. Okay. Let's send my footpad out. I'm going to send my footpad through the forest over here because he should be able to get to the other side, no problem, pick up these other villages. And the rest of my soldiers, I think I'm going to send them up the main pathway. Okay, these guys are not activated yet. And let's send the bowmen to support them. So these guys are going to go up the main pathway. I'm going to get the horsemen to kind of go around the side over here and loop around and hopefully maybe hit someone from behind. And then the footpad is going to go through the forest over here and maybe come around from behind as well. Probably after picking up a few of these little forts on the other side of the river there. Or the other side of the forest there. And my commander is going to stay here for the time being and recruit, and then he can go off and join them in another turn or two. Alright, so you can see it's nighttime now, which means all my units being lawful are going to take a 25% malice. So you can look, if I hover over them, you can see it gives me a 25% reduction in their power, which is bad. Meanwhile, all of the enemy units are chaotic, so they get a bonus at night. So I definitely don't want to be attacking them at night. Looks like you summoned a few mages. Dark Adepts are the mages they have. They have 2 bats. I guess you can use these bats to capture some villages, because bats are very mobile. And the undead, I also want to stay away from them. They're pretty weak, but they can be a little bit of a problem. I'm going to have these horsemen spread out a little bit and capture some of these towns before anyone else gets here. And like I said, I'm going to have my footpad go through the forest here as well. Everyone else can move along the path here and keep going to meet up. Now let's see if I can get my commander to recruit anything. What else can I recruit? Maybe get another footpad in the meantime. And then maybe I'll have my commander go out and join these guys in a minute. I don't think I need that many troops, so let's send him out for now. Yeah, so he's using the bats to capture these houses. And it looks like they've captured another fort as well, meaning they can probably recruit from here, I believe so. Let's just capture these little fortresses in the meantime. Though we may have to worry about getting attacked by some of these guys. This is... oh, they're not really in range, so I don't think they can actually meet us. In the meantime, let's just move across. And that way we can set up a good defensive line against these guys. Let's send our commander across as well. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll go back and get one more footpad. I think that'll be a good idea. I can afford a footpad or something else. I don't know what would be worth it. I think getting another footpad would be a good idea. I do want a couple of them, just because they're very useful as like little skirmish units. All right, let's end the turn here. Uh-oh, yeah, dealing with the Dark Adept now. This is a problem. This guy may end up dying. Okay, there he goes. So too bad. So dealing with the wizards may be a problem. I maybe should focus on my knights dealing with the wizard. Or so not my knights, but my horsemen. So maybe what I can do, let's see if I have enough range to be able to get to these guys. I don't. Let's have these guys meet up in the meantime. And we'll see if we can get them all to kind of gather together. Get my commander to move north as well. And get these forces to line up over here. Ooh, I don't want to do a bow attack. So you see this guy's a magic attack, a very powerful one. If I attack him with my bow, he's going to retaliate with his magic. So I'm going to attack him with a short sword because he has no melee weapon at all. So I can just attack him without any issue. Let's actually send the spearmen in to attack him as well. Get a few good attacks in. And you know what? I might actually be able to just kill him off right here. I may risk getting hit by one of the zombies, but I could be able to kill him right there. So now the problem is these zombies might attack me, and if they kill this horseman, he's going to turn into a zombie as well, which is a bad thing, obviously. Let's see if we can group these footpads together and get them to work together a little bit so they don't get killed. Yeah, there we go. He might die too. Damn it. So that's a big problem there. But we don't really need to worry too much of that. We just need to kill the sorcerer here. If we can get our horsemen in a good position, we may be able to just snipe him without worrying too much. Okay, let's also see if we can take out this Dark Adept. Let's just use the short blade. Okay, we got him as well. We do have to worry about the zombie, which is a problem. We can maybe kill the zombie. And hopefully avoid getting bitten. Zombies are pretty weak. Let's risk attacking like that, because that'll kill him pretty quickly. Now, it's going to be nighttime fairly soon, so we should be careful to try to fortify ourselves. Maybe have a lot of these units move into one of these forts. That way we can hold out for the night. But I would like to see if my horsemen can take out this this mage, because probably they'd be pretty decent at being able to take him out. I'm going to hide my footpad in the forest, and he should be able to defend himself fairly well here. Okay, everybody's moved. Let's end the turn. His defense is a little bit better in the forest, but not that much better. And he's getting swarmed, which is obviously a big problem. But this Dark Sorcerer looks totally open. Like, he is not getting any defense from anybody, and I think I can get these horsemen to almost completely attack him. So, big hit there. One more horseman should be able to take him out. Ah, got him, okay. Okay, my brother's been taken away. So pretty easy match. But you can see there, using the horsemen to kind of flank around and take out the objective, which is the wizard here, and the other troops are kind of just to push in and hold the line a little bit. Now, I was getting pushed in the south. I probably should have had some forces in the woods to defend. Maybe a few more footpads or some archers would have been good, but I didn't expect him to get so many wizards, but it worked out pretty well anyways. Okay, next scenario, we're dealing with elves this time. Okay, the elves have taken my brother, I guess, and I can either go through the woods. All that matters is getting through the woods, or I can kill this commander, which is also good too, but basically I just need to get through this forest and onto the end of the map as quickly as possible. So I don't really need to spend too much time here. I think mostly I'm going to want footpads. Let's actually see if I can recall. I don't think I can recall any footpads because they all died in the last game. Let me see if I can recall any. Okay, who else can I recall? Some bowmen, spearmen. Footpad. I can recall a footpad. Let's recall him. Now, recall means any of the units I used in the last scenario, I can call them back. They're always going to cost 20 gold, but they will be, you know, they have all the experience they had from the last game. So I'm going to recall some of the horsemen from the last scenario, because they were quite good. And anyone else? I mean, spearmen might be good. Spearmen are a little bit too slow. I mean, they're nice. Maybe bowmen might be nice as well. I don't know if I want to keep them, to be honest. I think I would like to get mostly footpads and horsemen to quickly move through this forest here and kind of avoid fighting with the elves too much. So let's maybe recruit a little bit in the meantime. Let's get a couple footpads and maybe one more footpad. And we'll wait till next turn. I'm going to move this horseman out in a minute. Yeah, let's get him out here through the forest. And I'm going to recruit one more footpad. Okay, a lot of footpads. We'll spend the next turn recruit a few more horsemen. And then that should be enough to just kind of rush through the woods here and get to the end. Now this horseman might take a beating because these elven horses can just run through the forest as they wish, and if he gets surrounded, he's going to be in big trouble. And now it's nighttime. You can see the elves being neutral. They don't get any malice for being at nighttime. Let's get these footpads to move together to the north. We'll get a few of these guys to kind of gang up on one of these horsemen together. Let's do, what's the best option? Impact or Sling? Looks like Impact Club is probably my best bet, even though I'm a little bit weaker in the nighttime. Actually, sorry, I'm stronger at night because these guys are all chaotic. So these guys get a big bonus at nighttime, so these guys actually should be pretty decent. And let's get this horseman maybe to take him out. Okay, so we took out one elf. We'll get the rest of these guys to keep moving out. These horses will stick to the main road and kind of try to run up. And we'll get this guy to recruit maybe one more footpad and maybe a few more horses. Okay, I think that's enough. I don't want to get too many horses. It's going to be a lot. And horses are not really great on this map. I think I'll just save the rest of my money. I'll see what I need exactly. But let's end the turn. There's not very many enemies on this map. And the enemy commander can only recruit one per turn because he's limited on his recruitment space. Okay, see, we can move a lot with the horsemen, so let's just get these guys to run up through the map as quickly as possible. Get this guy to join them as well. We'll get the footpad just to kind of go through the forest. Some of them can gang up on these horsemen together. And they can grab some of these houses on the way out as well. Take advantage of my nighttime bonus and get a bunch of these guys to attack him. Now, the reason I'm doing melee attacks is because range, the elf range attack is way stronger than my range attack. So I'm better off doing a melee attack where it's kind of almost the same. All right, pretty good. Oh, we have a few more up here. Let's see. I can't get them. We can capture that. And I'm going to have to move my commander up north in a minute as well. So let's maybe recruit one more horse. And then we'll move this guy north as well. There should be more than enough troops to deal with this. Okay, we tilt out that horse. This footpad's going to die, however. Okay, he just does not have enough troops to really effectively deal with us. And he's blocking our area here, so it's hard for us to move around. The horsemen, I just want to rush up to the front as quickly as possible. Let's actually get a few of them to attack this guy, now that it's daytime. You see, they get a big bonus there, and it kind of opens up our way to travel. Footpads can keep moving north as well through the forest. This footpad might end up dying because he's kind of surrounded. I'm also going to have a few of them pick up some of these little villages on the way up, but it doesn't really matter. See, they're basically just harassing us as we go up. Let me actually zoom in a little bit. Makes it look a little bit more interesting to be zoomed in. Okay, yeah, let's keep kind of avoiding these guys. Keep all these horsemen pushing north. And we'll get the footpads to focus on picking up some of these buildings. And my commander can stay with my horsemen as well. What about these other footpads? This guy is in pretty rough shape. And he may not be able to travel very far. I might see if I can get him to defend one of these buildings. Let's get him to actually go over here quickly. We'll get him to stay here. If you leave a minion or a unit on one of these villages, they will heal over one turn. I almost forgot about this horseman. Let's bring him up here to help defend. So you can see that elf horse just healed over that one turn. Now it's going to be daytime. I'm going to have a big bonus now, except the fact that my footpads are all chaotic. So they're actually going to be much weaker right now during the daytime. So it's a good time to attack them. That's why the elves are really picking on me at the moment. And this guy, he made a big mistake to come out, to be honest. Wow, that's bad luck. Look at that. He made a huge mistake. If you're wondering why, you can see in a minute. Let's get these horsemen out. Because now it's daytime, and these guys have a big charge attack. And if they can get any hits in, they're going to do a lot of damage to him. Right there. Oh, lost one, but that's okay. Right, killed the commander here, which is good. We still have to catch the kidnapper, so we still got to keep moving north. Oh, yeah, get these guys to go north, get everybody keep moving up. Again, I'll just have the footpads keep nabbing these little locations. This guy's in a bad situation. When you're nearby other units, you're in their zone of control, meaning that you have a hard time moving past them. You kind of have to engage them. So you can see when I'm really close to enemy units like that, I can't just run past them. I have to kind of deal with them. I do a few more units moving up so they can hopefully distract these guys while my horsemen kind of keep moving on and deal with the kidnappers who are up here somewhere. Yeah, these footpads are taking a beating at nighttime now. Ooh. Okay, it's gonna be nighttime again. So let's get out of here quickly. Let's see if we can spot the kidnapper. There he is, okay. So it's another necromancer, we're gonna go deal with him. Should be pretty easy to deal with. Kill the Dark Adept. So we have a few turns before we can deal with him. Let's get all of these guys up there very quickly and take them out. Again, these horsemen should have no problem dealing with them. A few of them just need to heal up a little bit. Let's get the footpads also to go north to support. Let's see if I can get a good attack on one of these guys. Can I attack him? Oh, I can't because he's in the water. Okay. Footpads, keep moving north. Keep them defending these villages. They will help them heal up a little bit. Well, that's everybody moved up. Elves are kind of ignoring me, which is good, I guess. Okay, this sorcerer is pretty much wide open. It is nighttime now. But if I can corner him, it might be not too difficult to actually take him out. Let's see if we can get in a good position. Now, none of these horsemen are able to really get in a good position. Let's actually pull back a little bit. I'm going to pull these guys backwards and hopefully surprise them. Let's leave some of my my injured horsemen on some places to heal up a little bit. And we'll move the footpads north a bit as well. Get this horseman up as well. Cover that location. I think it's everybody moved up, right? Yeah, everyone. The elves are healing up for the night. So we kind of want to move back. These guys will be a little bit stronger at night, and I need to bring all my troops to the one location and maybe heal these two horsemen up a little bit. That way we can hopefully deal with this. So let's actually put this guy here to help defend the horses in the north here. Are elves going to assist me right now? I'm not really sure. Oops. Big problem there. Now, skeletons are strong against pierce attacks, which means these horsemen are really not effective against them at all. You can see, luckily, he survived. He just barely healed up. So let's actually go and take this guy, if we can. Now, he doesn't have any resistance to my attacks. So even though it's nighttime, so I do want to be careful, let's actually get these guys to go in. I might be able to get this guy to take him out. Yeah, right there, easy. Okay, to the northeast, going to this castle. And someone's going to join me. Who's this? Yeah, sure, let's take him. Why not? Great, so we got a lot of bonus gold as well. Okay, shit, I forgot to read what the password actually was. Was it hammock? Okay, pass, good. Alright, so we need to rescue him. We need to go in this fortress of some kind. So let's recruit a little bit first. I'm going to have this guy go out and capture some little villages for the time being. We'll get my commander to recruit. Let's see who I can recall from the last match. Now, I don't know if horses will be that useful. I think they might be. Let's maybe get like one horse. A couple horses. I think that might be okay. Because they are kind of useful. In this situation, I do want like some, just because they're useful for traveling around and getting some quick hits. But we're going to be fighting inside the castle, so probably I'm going to want a lot of spearmen in that case. I will get at least maybe 2 horses for now, just to help me cover a little bit. And let's also recall a bunch of the spearmen from before. Just get a couple of these guys, and also get some of the footpads as well, because we're going to be fighting in a castle. Anytime you're in a building, you're going to want to have chaotic units, because any kind of darkness area, like inside of a cave or a building, is considered chaotic. So chaos-based units like footpads are pretty good. I'm going to get a bunch of these guys back. Okay, get a bunch of the footpads. Let's get one more. How about one more horseman, maybe? I have 2 horsemen. I think that's enough. Let's get maybe one more spearman. Okay, good. That's enough for now. Okay, nighttime now. Let's get all these guys moving out. Footpads can go out first. These guys will be better at nighttime and also for picking up some things. Let's get the horsemen to go pick up any of these little villages around here as well. We'll keep the spearmen mostly together and spread the footmen out a little bit. And this guy, whatever, Brennan, the knight, can stay with the spearmen. Spearmen and Brennan can be like a little squad, and then the footpads can be together as well. I may have this guy actually, can I recall anyone else? Bowman. Let's actually recruit. I can get some heavy infantry for this match now. Now, I don't know if it's worth it. They will be good at defense, but they're not really good at pushing anywhere because they're very slow. So I don't know if I really want any of them for this scenario. I'm not really sure. You know what? I think I will pick up a few heavy infantry just because why not? They'll be good if I'm dealing with undead because they have, let me actually check the unit. If you want to check your unit description, you can just press D or right click. And they have a mace, which is an impact weapon. This is great against skeletons. So these guys are great at holding the line against undead, especially at nighttime when they're usually attacking, even though they take a drawback at night because they're lawful. They're just very good defense and they're good at holding the line. You could check out all the information about the unit here. You know what type of attack he has, how many attacks, how many moves, his alignment, and what his resistances are. So he's resistant to all types of normal damage, but mostly blade, minor impact, and a little bit of pierce. He's weak to fire and slightly resistant to arcane, which is just like generic magic. So he's a really good defender. He's got a lot of resistances. He's a great unit. He's got pretty good traits as well. Quick and intelligent. These traits can be a little bit random sometimes. So this is pretty good here. I think a couple of these guys will be pretty useful, but let's continue on. I don't think we need any more units. This is a lot already, to be honest. Let's end the turn. Okay, what's the password? Shit, I don't know. Zastinat. Oh, shit, okay. So we gotta deal with these guards. Just a few of them. It is nighttime, so I'm gonna spread these guys out a little bit. Oh, and there's orcs in the castle as well. Well, my spearmen and, my spearmen and heavy infantry should be okay at dealing with the orcs. I'm going to pull these guys in some nice little defensive positions. Make a little line of spearmen here to deal with these guards. And get these guys to go out and capture some of these little buildings. I'll have my horsemen kind of right around the corner to pop around and snipe anybody. Horsemen are best when they're not always attacking and being stuck in a battle. You really want them to run in, hit someone, and then hopefully run away the next turn if possible. But let's leave these guys here. This is pretty good, yeah. Don't want them to go too close yet. So this is a good defensive position. Gives these guys a nice little defensive bonus on this kind of rugged terrain here. Okay, it's dawn now, so it should be a little bit easier to deal with these guys. Let's see if we can take this guy out. I'm going to hit with my sling because they don't have any kind of range attack. So he has no way to retaliate against me when I attack him like this. Let's actually pull him around here because I'm going to have my horsemen finish this off. Okay, he's dead anyways. Let's get one of these guys. Who else is here? Yeah, all these guys have a nice little sling attack, which is great. And the horsemen, I think I'm going to bring them in to just give one last big attack. Let's see if I can get a few more of these guys. Anyone else can move in close? Now these guys can just pull up over here. And the heavy infantry, I'm just going to move them in. They can go deal with the orcs. They should be pretty good against dealing with orcs. Orcs and northerners or any kind of green skin units have a lot of bladed weapons. You can see these guys all have like big swords. Let's actually take a look at them. Yeah, great sword. So they all blade attackers, and heavy infantry are very good against blade attackers, so that'll be quite beneficial for me. Alright, let's get this horseman to run around and deal with this guy, if possible. Do a big charge attack. Ooh, took a big hit there. Oh, a lot of hits, wow. Okay, let's end the turn then. Oh, we can maybe get one more attacker in. I could do a javelin or a... this one, let's do this. Oh, only one hit in, but that's... alright, that's okay. Let's end the turn. Now, one thing you might not have noticed there is the spearman, even though he's getting attacked, he actually hits first. All the spearmen, one thing that makes them very useful is they have this first strike ability. Where is that? I don't see it here, but they do have an ability, first strike, right here, a special first strike. So that means whenever they're attacked, they will attack first, not the attacker, which is a great kind of advantage for you. Let's actually capture that. This guy can deal with this guy. These guys with their slings, I think, should be enough to deal with them. Alright, great. And this guy as well. Let's actually bring this guy around to fight him. This guy's a big hitter. Yeah, so one hit, that guy's done. And we got to deal with these orcs as well, so let's be careful with them. I'm going to try to get mostly the heavy infantry to deal with them. So let's move these guys up, and this guy, Brennan, or Iron Mauler, this guy can deal with them as well. The horsemen, I guess they'll stay outside for the time being. I mean, they're not really good inside these little corridors. There's not that much mobility for them. We'll move the spearmen up too. Spearmen are also pretty good against orcs. Just again, because of that first strike ability. Let's get these guys spread out a little bit more. Now, I could bring one of these guys up first, but he's probably going to get swarmed. I think I'm going to pull this footpad back, let him heal up, and everybody else will move them up later. Okay, we're getting some people coming out already. So their first strike is nice, but look, he didn't hit anybody, unfortunately. But now we're in a situation where we can probably take this guy out. Let's see if we can get this guy to run in and give him a nice spear attack. It's daytime now, and these orcs are chaotic, so I'm going to get a big advantage. Despite the fact that I'm not actually killing anybody. Oh my god. Oh my god, bruh. Oh, bro. Can anybody, like, hit, please? Let's get some of these spearmen to move up and deal with these bowmen. If they can actually hit anybody, which apparently they can't. Okay, geez. How many more guys can I deal with this? This guy's a big pain. If anybody can hit him, it would be excellent, to be honest. Okay, let's see if we can get a nice little hit in. I'm going to bring my commander around. This may be a bad idea because he may get hit from behind. But let's bring him around and get with a lance charge. And that missed. And that missed again. So great. Let's bring these footpads around to kind of defend so my commander doesn't get hit from behind by anybody. That's such a pain. I hate that so much. Alright, whatever. Let's end the turn. That was such a... that was really shitty. Okay, this guy's getting beat up. Yeah, you can see these other orcs are coming out now. These orc swordsmen are pretty dangerous. But at least the footpads will kind of guard my commander. And this guy's probably going to die. Or not. Maybe he's going to kill all my units. Oh, finally this guy dies. Okay, let's deal with these other orcs. These guys are a big problem. Let's actually bring these footpads in. So because it's very dark in here, this is like a cave, and again, it behaves as if it's like nighttime. So let's climb up here and attack some of these guys. This impact damage should be really effective against them. Now the problem is I have to attack upwards, which is going to give me a big drawback for that. Yeah, I can't even hit him. At least I can get a few attacks in. Maybe I'll be able to kill him if I can actually hit him. Okay, let's get a few of these guys in here. Okay, almost there. Killed that guy. Let's get one more spearman up here. I need to get lucky with these hits, to be honest. Let's do one more lance charge before it's nighttime, and then we might have to pull these guys back, because they're going to take a lot of damage. One last lance charge. Oh my god, dude. Just hit him. There we go. And this guy can attack one more time. Let's see if we can get this. Ooh, pretty weak. Alright, so we got everyone to move up. I'm going to move up the last of these little footpads, because these guys will be useful once we actually get into the fort. And then let's end the turn here. I think I have more than enough to deal with this. Okay, that footpad will go down. Okay, now it's nighttime, so it'll be good for the footpads to move in. I'm going to move these guys in as quickly as possible because the necromancer is going to be deep in here somewhere. Just going to clean up these last few skeletons. Even though it's nighttime, we should be able to clean it up with some of these heavy infantry. If they could ever hit. I guess not. The defense on this position is just too high, to be honest. It makes it really difficult to hit anybody. Let's see if we can deal with this guy. See, this is a much better position. This kind of fortification, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you can see when I'm moving my unit, it gives me a percentage, 70%, 60%, 70, 60, and so on. That shows me my defense value on that position, and it'll be different for every unit. So this footpad, he gets pretty good defense on positions like these. I'm actually going to move him around. He's pretty mobile. Would he be able to hit the skeleton? I don't know. He can't really get a good position around him. None of these guys seem like they can. The horse can get here, so maybe I could send the horseman around. Now, skeletons are weak to pierce, but I might actually be able to hit them. Probably not. Okay, this horseman's probably going to die. So let's just get out of here. We got to deal with this guy somehow. Okay, this guy's going to be a bit of an issue. I guess with enough... Okay, there we go. So with enough guys, we'll be able to take him out eventually. A lot of these guys are pretty weak at the moment. I do not want to get them in harm's way, exactly. Let's just get these footpads to scout around a little bit. Okay, so we see him. Let's get these two to come together, and we'll get a few more to come meet up with them. Yeah, some of these guys in the bottom here. A few footpads surrounding this guy should be able to take him out pretty quickly. And we'll get these other ones. Since all these guys are lawful, they're going to be pretty weak in the darkness here. So we don't want to push them too much. My commander, I'm going to keep him back a bit. He took a little bit of damage, so I don't want him to die. This guy could be useful. This horseman, I think I'm going to send him back out to heal. The horses are not really useful in this kind of position, so I don't really need them. And I already lost some horses, did I? I don't know. I thought I did lose at least one horse, but I think I did, yeah. I think I lost one horse fighting some of the orcs around here. That's fine. Maybe I could send him out to come grab these little villages out here. Okay, he's going to start summoning. He's summoning some zombies, some walking corpses. So these guys are pretty weak, but I think I mentioned before, if they kill your unit, they will convert it into another walking corpse. So these guys can very quickly start to snowball if you don't control them properly, or if you don't keep them under control. So they can become very, very rapidly a big problem. Let's send some of these guys around. I'm going to keep my, like I said, I'll keep my commander back a little bit. These heavy infantry will be good against any skeletons that come up, even though they're a little bit weakened, because they are lawful. They do have a mace, which does still quite a bit of damage, even under this kind of environment, the dark environment. Okay, let's get in position, then we'll move everybody out next turn. This horse is healed up enough. Let's go get him to capture these little villages. Okay, I think this is enough turn. We have enough room to go grab everybody. Ooh, this zombie's in the way. So let's see if we can actually get someone to go deal with him. Now, can anyone make it there? The spearman can. Can both spearmen take it out? Maybe. No, not exactly. So we'll have to move these other footpads up around here. These two are already in position, so we can go hit them. Now, he's a very powerful magic attack, so I don't want to use any kind of sling. Let's use our club, even though it's still pretty weak. We might be able to just bash him a little bit. Just get some damage in for now. We'll move everybody else up. And a bunch of these heavy infantry will be useful if you start summoning skeletons. Okay, that's good. Yeah, he can take out these guys very quickly. Alright, let's get these guys to move up. They'll be very useful later when we just want to surround him. As long as we sit on these positions, he also can't summon anything as well. Because he needs to be, he needs to have an open tile for this fort to be able to summon anything at all. Let's send one of these guys around to scout. Oh no, this guy's already moved, so we can't. I'll send my commander around to scout, because I know something's over here. So let's go over there and check it out. These guys can all attack. Again, just kind of bully him for now. These footpads might die, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to be really hard to hit in this position, to be honest, because he's in a very fortified place. So all my attacks are very low chance to hit him. Oh, he moved out. Okay, so he moved out, which is good. That means, for one, he won't be able to summon. Okay. Okay, kill the sorcerer and free his brother. Yeah, this guy kind of owned himself right now. I'm going to take every single one of these positions and just wail on him, to be honest. Like I said, it's going to be hard because he's still in a very good defensive position, and all of these guys are weakened in the darkness here. But there's just so many of them, it's going to be hard for him to deal with it. Yeah, that was enough. Okay, so let's free him next turn. Okay, got him out. There we go. Excellent. Finish early, great. I think there's only one more mission left in this scenario. Find out what's happening in the village. So the village is under attack right now, I think by an orcish band. So looking at the map very quickly, there's two ways we can kind of deal with this. We have a fort up here from an ally. So this fort will send out troops to slowly help us, but they're all pretty weak. They tend to have a hard time dealing with the orcs. There's also a small path in the south here. I could probably go over under the river, around here, and then north, and I should be able to come up to the orc camp and take them out. So I may do that. I think what I'll do is I'll send a few horsemen north to pick up some of these little villages and help out the the town here, and then I'll send mostly an army over this way. Now, dealing with orcs, I really want to get... Actually, let's get this guy out so I can actually summon some stuff. Let's get this guy to summon mostly... I think mostly bows and spears will be the best to deal with orcs. Orcs have a lot of heavy melee attack, so spears are good because they have the first strike, so whenever the orcs attack, they will get poked. And bows are good because you can fire on them and they won't be able to hit you back. So let's get a couple spears to begin with. 5 spears, I think. Maybe get a couple bows as well. Let's get 3 bows for now. And then next turn, I'm going to get some horses. Maybe just 2 or 3 horses. Oh, okay. Oops. I thought it did last return. Okay, so I got tons of spears. Way more than I really wanted, but that's fine. I'll get a few more bows next turn and some horses. Nighttime now, but we're going to move all of these guys to the south here. We'll get this guy to summon again. Let's summon some bows. A few more bows, and then the last few I'm going to get are horses. Maybe just a couple horses here. Oh, I didn't want him to move. Here we go. Let's get a couple horses. And that should be all my money gone. So 4 horses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bows, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spearmen. Should be more than enough to deal with this. We'll get the wizard to come join them in the south, and I'll have my commander go in the north with the horses. Horses gonna go north. And as I said, I'll have my commander join them to provide some support if need be. And the bowmen can also go in the south with this army. Okay, so these guys will loop around and try to go north for this fortress, while the horsemen will go north and then just kind of harass the enemies around here. Okay, here's some enemies coming over the hills right here. Get these guys to spread out a little bit. So slay the Orcish warlord. Okay, get these guys to move up north. And now, how far can these guys move? None of these guys can reach me in one turn. It looks like there's a big army up here. These guys are mostly allied. I'm going to go send these horsemen to just help my allies out. And they will just kind of keep them alive so they can keep sending troops down and keep the orcs occupied. And these guys, like I said, are going to keep moving through the south. Looks like some enemies over here anyways. Let's keep moving up here. And the wizard, he will just be good support. I mean, he's pretty weak in terms of his defense ability, but he'll be decent support at least. Okay, so the orcs already know we're coming to the south there. Yeah, so these guys, a couple of them coming out, so quite a few of them. But again, I'm just going to run around these guys and come up to the north to support my ally, because that's the main thing I want to do. Oh man, what are you doing? Okay, I know enemy unit sighted, like for real. Send this horseman up as well. Oh, they're still within range of him, so they might be able to grab him. Like these two might be able to get him. But we'll be careful about this horse. Now it's daytime now. We should be able to make pretty quick work of these orcs. You can see I killed that guy very quickly. We'll pick up this house and maybe another one of these houses as like a little fallback place to heal, if need be. We'll have to keep the force more or less together, though. Daytime is a good time to push out, and once we get to nighttime again, right now it's morning, we'll have another daytime cycle, and then I think we're going to hold a line around here around night, and then push up on the next day. Right now will be a good time to take out some orcs, because they're all chaotic. They're going to be very weak during the day. So yeah, these guys are getting pushed back over here. We have to go help them out. Okay, he took my little fort there. Okay, they're dealing with these guys pretty well. Still, we can help them clean it up a little bit with the horses. Yeah, I know those enemies, jeez. Let's do a big charge attack. Good, nice. Let's get another guy to charge in here. Ooh, big attack there. And I'm going to send another horse. Can I get anyone else there? Yeah, this guy can. Yeah, killed him. So pretty good. Dealt a few of those guys. We'll send again my commanders around here. Get away from that area and keep moving this army in the south. Let these vulnerable units sit on these little villages, and that'll help them heal up a little bit. Yeah, here they go. So this should be more than enough to deal with the orc over here, and he's sending a lot of his forces to the north, so they're going to be kind of occupied with this. Yeah, this guy's getting swarmed. This is a bad position for him, but it doesn't really matter as long as they're killing him and not me, which is fine. Now, daylight's going to be over soon, so we're going to have to start pulling back a little bit. Okay, that's that. Them dealt with. So yeah, it's dusk now. So we're going to have to start pulling back a little bit. I think we're going to hold at the river here. Let's get all our troops moved up. I'll move some of these archers in kind of good defensive positions. This guy's in a little bit of a bad position. Let's move all these guys into good defensive positions right along here. Yeah, just get these guys all in a nice little defensive spot. And that way it'll be harder to deal with them, and the horses as well. We're going to try to clean up some of this stuff, and then maybe finish off, pull back before the nighttime. Okay, who else is here? This guy. We'll just clean up a few of these orcs left over, and then we'll try to pull back. Oh, I can't grab that. Okay, whatever. That's good. This guy can grab it. Okay. I'm kind of skipping through the story here, so I hope you guys don't mind. I mean, this is just a very simple kind of scenario, very straightforward. That's why I wanted to play it, because it's very quick. Some of the scenarios are very, very long. Or some of the campaigns are very long, so I don't know if I would... I'd probably have to make a whole video just on that, to be honest. For this one, I'm just going to play a short campaign and then play a few skirmishes, which would be kind of fun. Alright, let's end the turn here. We're going to have to wait out the nighttime, so it's going to be tough. Yeah, there goes a horse. Okay, we're going to have to pull the horses back a little bit to defend. Grab some of these little villages while we're here. Again, get to some good defensive positions will be quite nice. Okay, so we can see the enemies now. They might be coming for us pretty soon. We're going to spread out a little bit, move some to this other bank, and the other ones will come north. These guys will come kind of around through the forest and stuff. And yeah, let's pull back everybody. Pull back these guys to go heal. This guy, maybe we can get a good attack in. I don't know. It's nighttime now, so it's going to be hard. I don't want to put them too much in danger. This guy's in a good position. This guy's in a very low ground. I may be able to get a good attack in. Okay, but this guy may end up dying because he's in a very vulnerable spot. Attacking them on the low ground. You can see right here he's on a very low position. So let's look at terrain description. Flat. Like, flat terrain is very good for attacking someone because they have very weak defense there. This guy in the kind of rugged terrain, regular kind of hill terrain, is a little bit better for defense, so he's going to be harder to take out. Let's get my other guys moving around here. Let's leave that guy there to defend for now. Let's end the turn. It's going to be the end of night soon. Ooh, yeah, these guys are tough now. That's nighttime. Here, a few more units going south, deal this army. But once we have the daytime come, we're going to be able to wipe this up pretty cleanly. Okay, just clean this up. That's pretty good. So my allies kind of deal with this pretty well. I'm stealing my allies' little houses, but it's not a big deal. Let's move into some better positions here. Again, good defensive positions. Let's get everybody kind of moved up so everyone's ready to move out immediately. Yeah, pull everybody out of here. Again, just in good positions to defend. And this should be okay. Like, this is a little bit rough. These guys are a little bit exposed right now. Yeah, leave him there where he is. But at least they're in a decent position here. So let's end the turn. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, let's end the turn. That's good. It's going to be daytime next turn, or at least dawn, so I won't have this big malice now. That horse is barely holding on. So this archer might die. Yeah, he dies. Unfortunately. This last one held on. Very good for him. Okay, so our allies are moving in. We're cleaning up the north here. Able to heal up a little bit. I'll keep the horses in reserve and we'll move them down when we need to. Same with my commander. He has a really powerful attack, so he'll be very useful. And now it's dawn time. We can start cleaning up these orcs in this area. Let's pull this archer back a little bit. I'm going to pull him back to one of these little forts and move some of these guys up instead. Okay, he has his own bow attack. He also has a dagger, but my sword's a little bit better. Maybe I better go with the sword instead. Okay, let's get a few of these guys up here. What about this guy? This guy has no range attack, so I can shoot him as I please. Let's get the spearmen up here as well. Spearmen are good for defense because they have first strike, as I mentioned before. Yeah, this guy's in a bad position. He's in the water. He has a very shit defense in there. Unless you're an aquatic unit, being in the water, it makes you really, really easy to hit. And there are aquatic units. I believe Loyalists, if you're playing just the normal Loyalist faction, you have Mermen, which are quite good aquatic units. Let's get everyone to move up. Yeah, this is good. So this will put me in a good position. And the horses, let's bring the horses down here so they can start pushing down. Oh, this guy's still here. Let's take him out. There we go. Forgot about that. Alright, that's pretty good. We're in a great position. We'll be able to wipe this out pretty easily. Oh, he's going to take out my archer. Wow, that was a big waste of time. Ah, there he goes. Okay, unlucky for him. Oh, the warlord has run out. This is a bad time to run out, dude. He's going to get swarmed out in the open here. This is a bad position for him. Especially, it's going to be daytime next turn. He's going to get fucked. So let's wait a minute. Yeah, so I'm going to send some horses down here to take him out. Let's do a big charge attack. Oh, he took it out. Oh, shit. Okay, gotta be careful then. Oh, big hit there. I might lose these horses, but this is almost the end of the scenario, so it doesn't really matter too much. This guy's the big target anyways. Okay, let's kind of move these guys up and clean up this forces here. Yeah, these guys are really weak right now. But they're in a really good defensive position. Their fireball should be able to clean this guy. If I can actually hit him. That's the problem. You actually have to hit these guys to be able to do it. Okay, let's clean up these other forces down here so they're less of an issue. Okay, let's clean up this last guy here. These little trolls. Got him. Let's see if we can take this guy as well. Yeah, I should be able to maybe at least hurt this guy. I don't know if we can kill him. Okay, we can kill him. That's good. Alright, good. We cleaned up almost everything here. Just this unit left. And then this commander, who's a big issue. So let's move the horsemen down. And we can hopefully take him out next turn. Okay, I think he's going to be done. Though I wanted to get the kill myself. My ally may kill him, to be honest. Looks like not. But this is, like I said, it's a bad time for him during the daytime. He shouldn't be fighting out in the open like this. Okay, last chance, I think, for him. I think this guy's cooked, to be honest. Let's send all these guys around. This should be able to take him out. If anybody can actually hit him, there he goes. So got him. Great, so end of the campaign. Pretty simple, guys. Like I said, this is a very simple, straightforward campaign. Just playing as loyalists and going through just like 4 scenarios. But we did it, guys. Now, let's take a look at something a little bit different. I'm going to play a bit of a skirmish game instead. So I'm going to play a quick skirmish game. Now, this is going to be a little bit different because I'm playing with the Eastern Europe at War kind of, not exactly mod, but content pack. So you can see all the nations here are not the basic nations in the game. They're all Eastern European countries from around the 17th century, I guess. That kind of tech range. So you have guns, you have horsemen and cavalry and things like that. And I'm going to pick one of these. I'm going to be playing as Poland because Poland is like the great hero of history, and I think no other nation has been done dirty more than Poland has. The enemy will just be random, I guess. I don't know what they'll be. So we'll see what they are. As long as they're not me, I set it to no mirror matches, so it's not going to be Poland versus Poland. We're not going to have a Polish civil war here. We're going to have Poland, Lithuania versus somebody. I like Poland a lot in this kind of map pack anyways. Now, I can't really go through the units that well. Actually, let's choose our commander as well. Chosen infantry, shooter, or standard bearer. I think I'm going to go with the standard bearer. That'll be good. Have a big Polish flag there. And this is my commander. So the commander's not going to be doing much. It doesn't really matter who the commander is that much. Poland's pretty good. They have a good amount of cavalry. Maybe not as much as some of the like horde nations, like the Cossacks or something, or the Crimean Khanate. But they have a good mix of cavalry. They have a pretty good riflemen as well. They kind of lack when it comes to the firearms. Some nations like Brandenburg or Sweden have a bit better when it comes to gunpowder units. But I quite like Poland, and they have very strong lancers, specifically the winged hussar. They're very expensive, but they have a very powerful charge attack, which can basically one-shot a lot of enemies. But let's get started here. I'm going to be playing as Poland, and we'll see who my enemy ends up being. Well, let's take a look at the map here. The goal is to kill the enemy commander. So the enemy commander is down here. This is like a mirror kind of match, this kind of map. Pretty small map here. You can see it's just a circular kind of area. There's one path in the middle, but it's all water, so a lot of units are going to have a very difficult time going through here. But you do have aquatic units. Normally, if you're playing the basic game, you can recruit Mer people, Nagas, things like that. In here, because we're playing more realistic nations, you can recruit ships. So I may get like one ship just to kind of patrol this area, but I'm not going to get that many. For the first bit of the game, I'm just going to recruit a few scouts. So I'm going to go for the Infamous because it's very cheap. They're not that great. The main thing is that they're very fast. They have a lot of map move, and their attacks are okay. They have 4x5 saber attacks, but you know that's pretty limited, and they don't really have much armor. Their main value is that they're fast. They can cover a lot of ground. I'll get a couple of these guys to begin with. I think 4 is okay. That's basically all my money. And can I afford anything else? Let's see. Maybe one ship to patrol the water. And then the rest I'm going to put into infantry. Let's get some chosen infantry. I quite like chosen infantry because they have a decent attack, 5x4 saber, and they have an arquebus, meaning they do have a range attack available. Now, the range attack is not that reliable. It is pretty strong, but it means if someone, at least if someone else attacks me with range, I'll be able to respond with a range attack. So I quite like these guys. I'll mix in a few dragoons as well later, but this is a pretty good force to start off with. And we'll wait for the next turn. Now, my goal with these horsemen is just to claim as much territory around the map as I can very quickly. Just grab all of these little locations around here. All these little villages and stuff, these provide me with gold. So they provide me with resources to actually compete. So I really want to capture as many of these as possible and put my enemy on the back foot. I'm also going to send my ship over here. Ships are very slow on land because he shouldn't be on land. Once I get him in the water, he'll be able to move around a little bit more. So then I can kind of harass the enemy down the south with the ship. Now, Poland doesn't really have great ships, and I don't know who my enemy is. So I'll have to see. I don't have much money to recruit. I need to collect a few more villages before I can start recruiting a bit more. Okay, now he's in there. Let's get these guys to go around. Oh, didn't want to do that. Shit, that was a bad idea. Well, let's get these guys to start moving around here. Again, I want to capture as many of these. Oh, we see some enemies already. Who is that? Camel riders. Oh, the Turks. The great enemy of Poland. So that's already an issue. Now we have a little bit more resources here. Let's actually recruit a few more infantrymen. As I get more income, I'm going to recruit more and more infantry. Okay, I think everybody's moved. I just want my horsemen to kind of grab all of these places as quickly as possible. Okay, so he's already coming under attack by the camel riders. I have to be careful. And Turks already got some guns out as well, which is bad. Let's get all these infantrymen to move out. Try to keep them fairly close together. And I'm just going to keep recruiting infantry for the time being. as I can afford it. The Turks are already moving through the middle, but I can hit them with a few naval bombardments. Okay, I stunned him at least, but I didn't really do much damage. Damn, Turks got a lot of guns out here. Holy shit, that's very dangerous to deal with. I'm gonna have to find a way to kind of cope with that, it seems. Now, this guy's out in the open, and I have more attacks than him, so I might actually be able to take him out. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Keep these guys moving around. Yeah, everybody's kind of moving. Just want to make sure everybody's covering every area here, and that I'm able to take all these little forts. Okay, pretty good. Let's end the turn there. Okay, he's running back. Ooh, cannon is a problem. These horsemen are attacking my ship, which is a bad idea for them. Because they really have nothing to deal with it. Yeah, and they really can't attack me that easily on land. Now, it looks like I might be able to corner this cannon. And he doesn't really have any way to defend against my melee attacks. So let's quickly take him out here. Yeah, easy to take him out. Big issue with the Turks. These cannons are not good for defense. They're only really good for ranged attacking and defense. Okay, this Turk is here as well, but we should be able to do the same thing to him. Because again, he can't defend against our bladed attacks. And these Infamous have a lot of attacks, but the problem is he's going to be able to fire his cannon next turn, which can be a problem. Let's recruit here again. I'll get a few more infantry out. Let's get a medical orderly to come support my infantry. He'll come down with these guys and help support them. And then I'll get maybe a couple of dragoons and more chosen infantry. As I get more income, I might get some heavier cavalry to come support these guys. But I just want the infantry to kind of hold the line. I'm going to be pushing on the left side here. This is a pretty nice spot to push in, so I think it should be okay. Okay, he's running away. These guys, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, send the medical orderly down here to support. Let's go capture one of these little houses with these guys. And let's corner this guy here. So let's shoot him. He doesn't have any way to respond to that, but missed. Missed both, damn it. So only one shot with the gun, and again, missing with the gun is a pain. Let's get a few more infantry out here. One more chosen infantry, and let's get a Lithuanian dragoon as well. Those guys can go out. Let's again corner this guy. We should be able to take him out really easily. Yeah, got him. And, oh, we can't capture this, though, but that's okay. Next turn, we can capture that. And then the Turks will really be on the back foot right now. Now, if you can actually hit this guy once, it would be great, to be honest. Yeah, he's running away. Ooh, gunshot is bad. I might lose one of these horses. And my infantry are getting a little bit beat up. I need the medical support down here. Turks are sending these little assassin guys. Like, these guys are really terrible. I don't know what they're doing with that. Let's pull back this guy for now. And we'll get these two to... Oh, he's stuck right now. So I can maybe attack this guy. A little bit stronger than him. 6 times 4, 6 times 3. Now let's get this guy to... Yeah, well, I guess we'll attack him. Let's capture these little villages while the enemy is away. This must be the commander. I don't know who the commander is. Oh, this is the commander. Holy shit. So he's really putting his commander in a vulnerable position there. I'm going to pull this guy back a little bit. Let's fire our arquebus again. Send the medical to come support these guys. And in the meantime, I'm going to recruit a little bit more cavalry. Let's get... I really like the Lissovinus, But let's get an armored for now. This guy's pretty good. He has a decent bow attack. Has that everybody moved? It seems so. Oh, only this guy. I forgot about him. Let's do our big gun. Bam! Big attack there. That was nice. And stunned as well. Okay, so we have a good defensive line here. Our medical will help heal these guys up. And then we have more coming down. This will be a nice big push. And I'll send some more cavalry around this way to kind of harass them. The cavalry can move around pretty quickly, though I might lose a few of these guys. These are just scouts anyway, so it's not a big deal. Again, I'm just having these scouts harass these the Turks and kind of take their territory as much as I can. Okay, he's running back. Missed with his gun. Yeah, these guys are not in a good position to be fighting me with these, like, little daggers, to be honest. Oh, they took one out, though. Oh, boy. That was rough. They took 2 of them out. Ooh, that was rough. I need to reform this defense line over here. Let's send this horse this way. And get some more infantry in line here. Put these guys in some better defensive positions. This guy's in the water, so he's going to be really easy to take out. 9 times 4, 5 times 4, but I can do a gunshot, and it missed. And it missed again. Oh my god. Bros, like for real. Okay, what do I even have here? This guy is in trouble. Let's get a few bombardments. Damn, I can only hit 1 time at most. But I can snipe one of these little villages from him. Yeah, let's keep going. Okay, that's nice. And let's recruit something else. Now I can get a Livosinas. This guy's great because he has 2 range attacks and a fairly powerful saber. So let's actually get him out. And I would like to get a standard bearer as well. Actually, you know what? Maybe I do need more infantry. So let's actually get a couple more chosen infantry. I would like to get a cavalryman out there. But let's get a few more of these guys out. Yeah, 2 more chosen infantry. Just, I need more support on this side. I only got 1, 2, 3 infantry over here now. And he's got a lot of infantry coming for me. So I need to support that as much as I can. Almost forgot about these guys. Let's get these guys to come around. I could sneak around here and take this. Let's do that. Deny him as much income as possible. Now this guy's pretty weak, but I might be able to kill him. There we go. So kill him 1 hit. And this, the Turks only have 2 villages now, so very limited on their funds. And I think this is all their initial starting cash that they spent. So you can see the flag of Turkey, flag of Poland. Or not Turkey, sorry, Ottomans. And I'm making 30 gold per turn right now. Okay, there goes that guy, but that was worth it, I think. And these guys are struggling. Oh no, they killed my medical. But these guys cleared themselves out, basically, which is nice. I'm losing these horses, though. However, his commander put himself in a little bit of a bad position. I'm going to move this guy to the village here to defend. And again, I'm going to capture these villages out from under them. Move these guys around here, and this guy's going to get swarmed right now. Let's deal with this guy. Should be able to kill him now, finally. And this guy should be done. Got him too. So easy. Pretty easy to deal with. And now the Turks, I don't think they have anything on the field, just right here. And he's out in the open now, so he's not recruiting anything. Let's send these guys as well around to support. Looks like someone's coming to the north. I'm going to send one of these infantry over here. The other guy can go that way. And we'll get a cavalryman to come support as well. Let's get another Livsonas. These guys are great. Very hard-hitting and mobile. I would like to get a winged hussar, maybe next turn or a turn or two. I think they're about 32 gold. How much do they cost? Let me see. 35. So I can maybe buy one next turn just for fun. All right, that's good. Let's end the turn. Turk played really bad. He's got to go hide, to be honest. He's got to go recruit some stuff. Yeah, so defending here is good. And my ship can go harass this dude who's in the middle of the water here. Be an idiot. Like, I don't know what he's doing. This ship is really useful to help defend myself. I'll send this guy around this way. I do want another medical supporter, though. Let's send cavalry this way as well. I would really like a Wing Hussar, but I need some medical support so I don't lose my army. Let's actually get one. Let's get one for fun. I mean, why not? I need at least one Winged Hussar in this game. I'll send these guys to the fort to go heal and kind of fortify up for the night. Okay, some good defensive positions here. Let's just make a defensive line right around here. And what can we attack? I'm going to save this guy in the back to, again, just to go around and harass them a little bit. Let's get him in a nice little spot like this village. This guy as well. Let's snipe this village from him. So he has no villages left. Let's get out of the swamp and attack this guy. 5 times 3 or 8 times 3 and first strike. So let's do that. Yeah, we're able to take him out pretty easily. So nice. This is going pretty well. I think we've been able to clean the Turks up very quickly. They're just not really able to compete. And I don't really know much about how the Turks play. I've played a game against Brandenburg, and that was online, and that was very difficult and actually lost. I was playing as Poland as well, because they have really great gunpowder units, and the enemy was able to really just slowly push me back. Even though I tried to use my cavalry to take advantage of the situation, it was just not easy to do it. Okay, keep sending cavalry around this way. More cavalry support. And this guy, what is he doing? Okay, we can hit him with my bow because he has no way to defend against it. Yeah, this guy's in trouble. What is he doing? I'm kind of stuck here, so let's see if I can sneak out. And these guys in trouble now too. Let's sneak this guy around. And these guys are in a good position. They're all pretty healed up. Let's kind of group these guys together. And I'm going to recruit some more medical support as well. Let's get a medical orderly. And I can't afford a standard bearer, so let's just get another dragoon maybe. Nobleman. Nobleman has no benefits really. He's got a good saber. That's about it. Maybe we'll get one of these guys too. Why not try that? Okay, let's move these guys to the fort over here. That way they can kind of fortify themselves up and deny the Turk his own fortress to recruit. Oh, there he goes. Okay, let's get these guys down to the south as quickly as possible. I control this middle seaway, so it's not too difficult. And I can even move my ship further to the south to come support a little bit more. Okay, let's harass this guy. This guy's in a bad position here. Ooh, 6 times 2, 14 times 1. Let's do this. And let's do 5 times 3. That's good. Alright, and this guy's still on the open. I'll have him capture this little fort in the meantime. Yeah, let's have this infantry kind of fortify themselves up in this area. So now we've basically captured this fort from the Turk. Not really captured it because it's not a real like fortification you can capture, but we've denied him the use of this. So now he's stuck here. We'll push him out pretty soon, I think. And we can recruit as well. Let's get a standard bearer. And I can't afford anything else. I can afford some peasants, but I really don't want to get peasants. Let's get our winged hussar in here. Maybe he can get the killing blow against the Turk. Turk's on his last legs right here. He's running for it. Okay, this guy's in trouble now. Let's just take out this guy. Okay, that was a big failure. Again, big failure. These guys, like, come on, hit him. There, got him. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, the Turk has abandoned his position, so let's kind of fortify up here. And keep moving down. Winged Hussar can come and grab this position as well. And then he's in trouble. He's isolated. I've totally taken his castle. He's got nothing left. I think he's done for. Let's recruit something else. Let's get maybe another Winged Hussar. Like, why not? The standard's not going to do anything in time anyway, so let's get another Winged Hussar. Why not? You know, they're pretty fast, so they might be able to get here in time. Okay, he's just going to fortify himself up there, I guess. He can't really do anything, it seems. So he's really got himself in a position, eh? Let's see if I can take him out with the Winged Hussar. Get these guys out in some good positions as well. Let's soften him up a little bit first with some gunshots. Let's do a big lance charge. 87 times 1. Ah, got him. So there we go. Winged Hussars win today. So that was a very quick game. That was pretty easy, I think. But I think the Turks didn't really have any way to deal with that. And you could see, if I can spread out very quickly and grab a lot of these little these little villages, it's very difficult for the enemy to respond. And then just pushing in, I would have liked to not lose my medical support, but having the healer of some kind to support your army is really good. And then you can just continuously push down. I don't know what the Turk could have done to win. I mean, he was recruiting a lot of bad units. I think if he focused more on some defensive units and his cannons, because Turk has a lot of cannons. The cannons are really deadly, but they can't defend themselves that easily. But they can attack for a lot of damage. So if he had something to kind of defend himself and the cannons could take me out, I think he could wipe out my forces pretty easily and then push on with the cannons to take out anybody he wants. But you can see he really couldn't compete with the speed of my cavalry. And then the Polish just infantry are all pretty good. Like, they're not amazing, but they have a good variety because they all have like a range attack and a pretty good saber attack as well. So they're all pretty generally useful. Alright guys, so that was Battle for Wesnoth, and I hope you're interested in this game. I would actually like to cover this game a little bit more. It's a really fun game, and recently for making this video, I've been getting more into it. I mean, I played this game on and off in the past, but trying to get more in depth to it and kind of learning a little bit more about how things work, it's really interesting to play. I'd really love to do maybe a faction overview for some of the default factions and maybe do some online games. I'm not going to cover an online game now because I need to set up my online account for this. I don't have my old online account for anymore. So I need to set something up. But once I do that, I would love to cover some multiplayer games. I think that'd be pretty fun. There's tons of multiplayer games available. I need to sign up, join an official server. But for example, let me go a local game. And you can see there's tons of different things. I've only downloaded a few examples, but I really love the 18th century kind of Napoleonic Wars scenarios, as well as the 17th century Eastern Europe scenarios. Eastern Europe at War, EEAW. I like all these scenarios a lot. These are all really fun. You even have a kind of grand scenario with 7 players where you can have all of the Eastern European nations competing, which is really, really cool. But I really like the Eastern European little scenarios here. And I like these the kind of historical scenarios a lot. Probably more than the default ones. They're just pretty fun. And there's a lot of other kind of cool co-op kind of things as well. Sorry, we'll do that later. But a lot of cool options available. I think I would like to make another follow-up video where I play some multiplayer games and maybe some faction overviews later if you guys are interested. But either way, that was just intro to Battle for Wesnoth. I hope you guys check out this game. It is free, and it's one of the oldest and best truly free games out there. I really like this game a lot. It's really fun. And it's something, I've been playing a little bit since I was a kid. This and maybe Age of Empires have been games that have always been coming back every so often that I really love to just come back to and play a little bit. But either way, guys, I'll see you again next time. So goodbye, everyone.